What's going on, guys? Zuko back with another War Within video. Hope you're all doing very well. We're going to look at raid healing for Mistweaver on the Master of Harmony build. I just want to talk about how the build works really quickly here, and then we'll dive right into the Twitch footage. So most people are running the Celestial build. I like to run Master of Harmony because I just love having a second charge of Thunder Focus Tea and kind of what that allows you to do with the character. If you don't really know how this works, all of your spells build up this aspect of harmony bubble, okay? So, and it gets bigger and bigger as you cast spells. It goes up to about 5.5 million, I think. I don't think I've gotten any higher than that ever. Let's just see. It's something around there. I guess it's going to go higher now. 5.8 million. There you go. So it's stuck there. 5.8 million healing is stored up. What does that mean? It means when you press Thunder Focus Tea, any of your healing spells are going to do 40% more healing and draw from that pool that you've created, okay? Your spells and abilities draw on the stored vitality to deal 40% additional healing over 8 seconds, okay? So you can heal with any spell that you want to, and in the raid, you're going to be doing a lot of like Enveloping Mist, Yu'lon ramps, and it looks like this, right? Where you're like, okay, I need to start using this. I'm gonna go Thunder Focus Tea, and then boom, watch. It'll start shooting out towards the allies there. So that's all the extra healing going on there, which is really, really cool. So it's just draining that pool until it gets to the very bottom. And then at the very end, it exploded, which is another talent. Purified Spirit says when the aspect of harmony ends, the remaining vitality will explode and it will be expelled as healing to nearby allies split amongst them. So that's how it works, okay? In a raid scenario, this kind of just ends up blanketing the entire raid, and you'll see on the raid frames little icons of people getting the aspect of harmony healing, okay? Which is really cool. Here's the build that I ran, okay? First of all, this is, again, a Master of Harmony kind of build, so we're really invested into Thunder Focus Tea. That's the big cooldown that we have now. That's what our entire hero tree really pushes for us, so we can invest in that. So we've got this, we've got Secret Infusion and Invoker's Delight. This is pretty normal for a raid build for Monk, right? You're going to take Yu'lon, you're going to ramp with your big haste windows because of Invoker's Delight. Typically right now everybody is taking Jade Bond, so you have a 3-minute Chi-Ji, and you're reducing the cooldown of that 3-minute Chi-Ji by a lot based on your mastery Gust of Mist healing, which is super cool. And something that I need to try out. I was just trying 1 minute Yu'lon in the raid because that's just what I remembered from Dragonflight, and it's kind of what I'm used to. But Jade Bond, I think, is the way to go right now. It's something I'll have to experiment with later, okay? For now, we're running Gift of the Celestial, so we have a 1 minute Yu'lons, okay? I am taking Ancient Teachings for a bunch of these fights because I wanted to try and, like, supplement my big cooldown with some regular healing coming out of my damage. So this is not necessarily what you're going to do on every fight. It's just something that I wanted to try. Again, this is disclaimer. I haven't healed in the raid on the Mistweaver at all this season, in this expansion at all, actually. This is my first time doing it. So we are taking that. Some fights, Ancient Teachings is just really not helpful that much at all. Then we've got Chi Harmony because we're spreading Enveloping Mists, and they're going to automatically add a Renewing Mist to allies because of Rapid Diffusion. So inside your Yu'lon window, it's like enveloping, and you're getting the Renewing Mists, and you're giving the Chi Harmony buff as well, which is 50% more healing, which is really, really great, okay? We're not really worried about it bouncing around too much. And then we have Peer into Peace, which I really enjoy. That allows you to channel a Soothing Mist over here, and then vivify someone over here, and you don't stop channeling. It speeds up your ability to ramp, so you can do like a Yu'lon ramp and then start channeling Soothing Mist and then just go enveloping, vivify, enveloping. You can just jump around and your channel will not stop, which is really, really, really powerful in my opinion. Okay, let's just jump into the footage. Nothing else I want to show you, I don't think. We'll go to we'll go back here. Let's go to 3841. We've got Sikran here. So here's the Sikran fight. This is on heroic, it's not mythic, so just keep that in mind. And there's like almost 30 people in here, which is kind of weird. It kind of dilutes the healing. Like there's 5 healers, there's 6 healers in here. 6 healers, which is the correct ratio for 30 people. You need 1 healer for 5 people, but it's just kind of like, it's just weird. I don't know how to say it's weird. What you want to do with your Yulon ramp is when this event is happening right now, when she's about to detonate these clones that are out here, right there, boom, that line goes out. Everybody in the raid will start taking a lot of damage based on how many clones that you killed. So this is when you want to pop your Yulon, and I'm doing Soothing Mist at the bottom, okay? And then I'm just going to each raid frame and I'm pressing an Enveloping Mist, and it's going to start breathing on everybody with the Yulon's breath. So there's multiple icons on everybody's raid frames. There's an Enveloping Mist, there's the Yulon breath, and then there's our Master of Harmony right there. Master of Harmony, boom, 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 boom. It's on everybody. So because I popped Thunder Focus Tea inside my Yulon ramp, it starts spreading as well. So you get this extra layer of healing going out to everybody, which is really cool. It makes these ramp windows very, very powerful. And you can see we were kind of at the bottom of the healing meters, and now we're up at the top. So it's not all about the numbers, but that's how you do it. If you want to make sure that everybody stays safe, always use a Thunder Focus Tea inside of a Yulon ramp. That's very powerful. You want to use a Thunder Focus Tea outside of Yulon as well, because you have two of them, right? You can see mine's coming back off charge. It's almost back right now. So I need to use this right now. So if now I'm not using my Thunder Focus Tea right now, I'm being inefficient. So that's just a mistake that I'm making. You really don't want to do that. And make sure you're using your Thunder Focus Teas as much as you possibly can on cooldown. Assuming, of course, that there's healing that actually needs to be done. There might be moments in a fight where there isn't healing that has to be done right that second, but as you move into the mythic bosses, I'm telling you, I've done the first 4 bosses on mythic, and we're on brood right now. You're going to need to heal at every single moment in those fights. If you're doing heroic at this point, there might be moments where you don't need to heal anything, but generally speaking, you do. So she's jumping around again, and then she's going to do the ability where she throws a line through all those clones. That's coming up soon. I think she's got a longer intermission here before she does that. So, but we will have our Yulon ready to go. I think I'm doing it right now. No, I don't do it right now, do I? I'm not sure. I'm just doing a regular Thunder Focus Tea plus... yeah, here we go. So we're Yulon ramping now. Everybody's taking damage. She's done her ability that sends lines through. So I'm ramping, and you can see the breath is starting to spread from Yulon, and... the Master of Harmony buff is on everybody, right? Every single person in the raid has Master of Harmony ticking on them, or Aspect of Harmony, which is really, really cool. That's how it works, okay? That's how it works. That's how this kind of works together. So, you know, with Conduit of the Celestials, it's got its own thing going on, of course, and you have your own cooldown. With this one, you're basically taking Thunder Focus Tea and layering it on top of a Yulon's every time, if you can. And on top of Revival. Before you hit Revival, you want to hit Thunder Focus Tea so that you're getting 40% extra healing basically on that Revival. So that's kind of how you're playing this. It's always about layering on top of what you're already doing rather than having your own individual cooldown and kind of doing your own thing. Rashodon's okay. I don't really want to show you this fight. Not because I didn't do well or something. I don't think we were like topping the meters here, but this fight's just weird in terms of healing, and I didn't ramp correctly. You can see I'm ramping right now. I thought in my head, I thought the explosive spray was coming out much earlier than it did. So I ramped like way too early here, and all my Yulon buffs and stuff, they're all falling off right now. So I just made some serious mistakes on this fight, in which case it's not really a good example to show you guys what's going on. So we'll just kind of skip through it. I am doing some healing, but once again, we didn't do a very good job there. Sometimes I think I ramped right here in an intermission. The intermission's really dangerous on this fight. If you're wondering, Zuko, where do I put my Yulon ramp? You can do it at the beginning of the fight, but realistically, the most dangerous part of the fight is here in the intermission, and then later on when she's doing a big suck on everybody. Those are the hardest moments in the fight. You can see everybody's taking a lot of damage here. So I would encourage you could do a Yulon ramp here, and then you press Thunder Focus Tea into 2 Enveloping Mists, okay? Those Enveloping Mists will be instant cast, and they'll do extra healing, and they'll proc the Yulon breath. So that's a very, very good combo. If you're ever wondering what to do, anytime you're doing a Yulon ramp with Master of Harmony, you want to press Thunder Focus Tea into Yulon, and then 2 instant vivify, or 2 instant enveloping mists every time. Okay, ding ding. That'll get 2 breaths going for Yulon, and then you can start channeling Soothing Mist and go into a regular ramp that way. So that's kind of how it works. That makes it really, really good. I messed up my timings on this fight, so it doesn't look very good on this fight, and there's better fights I'm going to show you. So let's go to Nexus Princess 5630. So this is Nexus Princess. Fun boss fight once again. I am pugging this entire thing. Just want to make that clear. We get a lot of Ancient Teachings healing done on this fight because your uptime on the boss is pretty high if you're not taking any mechanics out, which is really nice. And then you want to put your Yulon ramp after these portals start sucking everybody. Okay, so it's happening right here. Nether Rift 3 2 1. I should be ramping already. I'm making a mistake. So you should be ramping already. Right now I should have Yulon already cast, and I should have about 2 enveloping mists out on the raid already before this even goes off. So the Nether Rift goes off, then I press Yulon's, and now I'm kind of ramping here. It's a little bit late, but we still cover the damage. You can see everybody's health bars are kind of ticking down a little bit. That can be a difficult moment in the fight. Certainly on Mythic, it's a lot of damage goes out there. But then we're back to doing regular Ancient Teachings healing, okay? So we're done with our Yulon ramp. It's all good. We're back to healing with regular damage. I'm just doing Tiger Palm into Rising Sun Kick into Blackout Kicks. That whole combo, okay? You guys know the combo. And then here, we're going to use a Thunder Focus Tea, I think, into a couple of heals. There's one there. Boom. So we do an Enveloping Mist and then another Enveloping Mist. And then we're doing a Soothing Mist channel, and we're getting people back on their feet. And you can see my Master of Harmony healing is jumping around and hitting everybody right now. That's what all the little green numbers are. Okay. That's that aspect of Harmony jumping around. Okay. And then we're back to just doing damage to do healing, which is nice. And then she's going to jump one more Nether Rift before she jumps in the middle. I think I have another Yulon ramp here. I'm not sure if I use it or not. I can't remember. Yeah, I do. So there's Yulon. Boom, boom. With a Thunder Focus Tea. This is a lot of healing, guys. We have the Yulon and the aspect of Harmony jumping on everybody. You can see all the green numbers there. So that's the best combo that you can do. Yulon plus Thunder Focus Tea. Now make sure you've actually built up some Harmony first by doing damage. That's kind of part of my build as well. I'll just say really quickly that it works really well because I have this talent. Rising Sun Kick, Blackout Kick, and Tiger Palm, they actually contribute to your vitality. So when you press those buttons, they will contribute more vitality than they otherwise would, which is really, really nice. So when you're just doing Ancient Teachings healing, you're healing everybody by just doing your, you put your Feline Stomp down and then like Tiger Palm, Blackout Kick, Rising Sun Kick. You're healing everybody and you're building up vitality for your next big Yulon ramp or your next big, whatever, Thunder Focus Tea when you just have to start healing people. So that's kind of how that it works in conjunction, which is really, really cool. You can do damage and heal people and build up vitality all at the same time so that your next, the next time you unleash that vitality, it's very, very strong. Okay. That's how this fight goes. Nothing too crazy. Here's another Yulon ramp window.
Got a Yulon ramp here.
Yeah, I just talked about it.
We're gonna start right.
So we're gonna start right now. Boom. So then we go enveloping. That guy almost died. That guy did die. Enveloping, and then you can see the Harmony is jumping around. Look at all the green numbers popping up. It's really cool. Like that's how that works. And it might not sound like it's a lot of healing. Like you might not think it's going to be a lot of healing, but it will be. I'll show you at the end here. Let's do one more. We've got Brood works really, really well. 112. I'll just show you a little bit of Brood, and then I'll show you the numbers at the end. So this ingest Black Blood. This is when you really need to pop off. We're doing a full Yulon ramp here. And again, I'm kind of standing still, channeling Soothing Mist, using that Peer into Peace talent to just dash around to different targets and heal them all, which is very, very helpful. So you basically just want to save your Yulon ramp for every single one of those big ingest things. Whenever the worm is at the the blood valve here and he's like doing his thing, then that's when you want to be ramping. Okay, the rest of the time you can get away with doing Ancient Teachings healing. It's very, very strong on this fight because there's a bunch of ads, so it like makes the Ancient Teachings healing 3 or 4 times more effective. So yeah, very, very strong when the ads are up. I'll show you right here. They're gonna pop the ads. So just every one of my blackout kicks is just going to do crazy amounts of healing here. The rest just boom right there. Boom, 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 boom. That's a lot of healing coming out there. So you can kind of cheat some healing there basically. There's a council fight too. I'll show you really quickly. 122.08. This is the last fight. We did do Queen Ansarak, but we didn't kill her because the people just didn't really know what they were doing, and it's still a pretty difficult fight. So I was doing the mechanic here of the line, holding the line across so that he's going to run into it, and then I'm also ramping. This is when you want to ramp with Yulons. Right here is in this moment there's a lot of damage coming out. So I'm ramping, and I've used a Thunder Focus team. My Master of Harmony is starting to tick on everybody. Aspect of Harmony. Sorry, I keep saying the wrong word there. You can see all the little ticks of healing going up. Boom, 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 boom. And that's it. That's how you do that. That's really the most important thing to talk about is that ramp right there. So that's it. Let me show you the numbers, because we want to see the numbers, of course, and we want to make sure that, you know, it's actually good. So Bloodbound Horror, we did a whole bunch of Ancient Teachings healing because there's a lot of ads on that fight, lots of damage you can do and convert it into healing. That's pretty cool. Sikran, you can see our Aspect of Harmony healing wasn't too big, but it did contribute. So on some of these fights, it's not very good. On other fights, it's quite good. So their Aspect of Harmony on the Bloodbound Horror was about in the middle, and Purified Spirit was in the middle too, which is really cool. Rashanon, we had a lot of Aspect of Harmony healing, which is pretty cool. So that's a lot of like ticking healing going on. I think it really, really matters when you press Thunder Focus T in relation to how good Aspect of Harmony is actually going to end up doing. So just keep that in mind that you need to, when you press Thunder Focus T, you really need to start healing people right away so that the Aspect of Harmony healing gets out there and starts doing its job. You can see on this fight, again, it's 10.5% just from Aspect of Harmony, which is really cool. Nexus Princess, it was also 8%, very high on the meters here, ahead of our Gusts of Mist, actually, which is pretty cool. But again, Ancient Teachings and Enveloping Mist are going to be our highest heals because of those Yulon ramps, plus the Ancient Teachings healing. Brood Twister, it was lower again, but we were doing a lot more damage and converting our damage into healing. So Ancient Teachings ends up being a lot higher on our list because of the Brood Twister ads and so on and so forth. The Silken Court, we did kill the Silken Court. It just bugged out. It had this huge bug that happened. It was kind of weird. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, so on that fight, our Aspect of Harmony healing was actually huge. It was really, really good. And we did about 612k overall there. Brood Twister, we did 1 million overall, 1.05. Nexus Princess, we had 1.05. Rashanon, we were a little bit lower. Like I said before, Sikran, we were 927k. Bloodbound Horror, 856. So there you go. And then Queen Ansarak, we had a couple of good pulls, I think, near the beginning. But I just wanted to show you guys especially how good the Aspect of Harmony healing can be, depending on the fight and depending on how well you play your Thunder Focus teas. This build can work in Raid. Don't think for a second that it won't work. It can work. You just have to plan it a little bit correctly. You have to layer it with other cooldowns so that it works very, very well. This could work well with Shaylin's Gift as well. It's just not something that I was trying. If you were going like a full Raid healing build, you could do like a Shaylin's Gift thing and just skip out on the Ancient Teachings healing if you wanted to try it that way. There are definitely options that you can try. You could get a lot of healing out of Shaylin's Gift as well. So it's up to you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. This was a lot of fun. Let me know if you want to see any other videos for Mistweaver in particular. I would love to hear from all of you down there. Thank you so much again for watching. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next one.